Hopefully Ray will be here soon. I saw her online. Says it's calling.
Is there something need doing?
Yeah, we're back at NSQ. If we can get some more people back online. Sorry it's so late. We did actually get it. The last poll did it.
Okay then.
So, yay!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to send you a party invite.
Ads. It could help.
Yeah, sorry it ran over time, but we got the clear, and I actually got 2 coffers. Woo!
Ooh.
Oh, we have 2 people back. Yay! Sorry,
No.
Today was a day of running late.
No, I'm sure I'll get to be in there and get one of those and an expansion or 2.
Well, there's always next week.
Maybe. Okay. So, okay, that's that. Let's see, should be, yeah.
Hello, Ace. We're going to start a
long series of cutscenes.
and possibly a solo duty. Do we want to bow out D-Party just in case?
Yeah, because they're going to get halfway through a quest and then, or halfway through a long scene and then demand it.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, wait, now we have to go through it all again. Okay, you ready?
Okay. More or less, just reminding everyone we are going through what's effectively the last section of the new questing stuff. I will say that, if this was Bun Buns, I'd say let's go ahead and get their adventures on the road, because boy, they have a long road ahead of them. But, Heaven on High is much the same. Week to week.
Oh dear.
Right, we've gone through all of that.
Yeah. Backlog?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there you are. I take it you're ready for the journey? The spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin.
Yeah. And we've seen this warning before. And, Baba. Well, the first time we saw it, it was about half an hour worth of cutscenes, and then they gave us another warning.
Yes. I'm hitting the yes button.
You do this.
Very good. I shall distribute the vessels at once.
Interesting. I saw a chat notice switching us over to Rising Stones.
All right then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls then.
Just.
We're in your hands, Angelo. It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
Yes.
This will work, won't it?
Have faith.
Our theories have held thus far. But I make no promises about what's to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur.
Oh, I do not like the sound of that.
Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Don't lose track of which crystal is which.
Did it? Are we?
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of potatoes, but otherwise, I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. Maybe leave the rest to you.
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
Nope, nope, important business.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? And we may require an extra cup.
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort.
Help. Yeah, the Allegans knew how to build doors.
Mm-hmm.
This I hope, I believe, here at memory's end.
Another typical day in Morduna. Semi-typical.
Someone is bored.
Are you alright? Do you still feel under the weather?
Physically, I couldn't be better. Thanks to Kryle's administrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, Don't you have anything to say about that?
Oh no. Oh, he got a new gunblade.
Told you.
And new cards. I think they're raring to go.
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
Oh ho.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fairy pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right. For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favourite heads of state were happy to place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promised to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
I.e. she didn't get anything.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
Oh, Alice.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
You seem to have some spare Shirley-in loaf.
Archon loaf.
Archon loaf, thank you.
Something sweet.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward has been restored?
Indeed. We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee. Upon which note, hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I mean, if you think
Grah, really?
Really?
Makota ear wiggles are the best.
I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn.
And we're glad to have you.
At your service. When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld. But Like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens, my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
Help! Somebody help! Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
I could do with a little rampage myself.
No doubt you could.
Now wait just a...
Look of pure joy!
She's thinking there's a limit break with my name on it.
Oh ho!
Yeah.
I will join the fray when I've finished my tea.
Thus
Yep.
the Avatar of destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash. And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh.
Yeah. And now, probably for a more serious turn.
Oh boy.
So it was
Yep.
that a new adventure began. The memory of a dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I knew that securing the palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom. Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find. With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end. And as the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring thought. Would you not agree? But wait, were we not acquainted, you and I?
Asahi. I called that one.
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
What did you say your name was?
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled, to live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now. And I, faithful Fandaniel, labor only to advance my lord's ambitions.
These masks are getting more
With the
elaborate.
palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase of the plan. But how very odd. Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment!
Oh boy.
Your radiance, but give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
That which awaited was a fell beast. Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless. Do as you will. It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill. Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion. Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. We shall dance before the pyre. The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse. Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
And I
Usually
fortunately
killing
did
someone.
all this with my sound volume turned down.
No.
Sorry, guys. Hopefully you could hear okay.
You know, generally killing someone once is enough.
Yeah, I know. He is going to be the 8th Umbral Calamity at this point.
Yeah.
Real.
Hold on. Ah, there he is. We've been receiving some more intelligence on the Empire, but with the place in a shambles as it is, it's taken longer than usual to verify the facts. I suggest you rest up in the meantime.
Alphano?
Thanks to your reports, I had known that all was well in the source, but there is no relief like seeing our comrades again with my own eyes. If possible, I should like to thank Estinian in person for the help he lent us while we were away, but it seems he's not been heard from of late. Such is his way. Well, until such time as we meet again, I shall ever pray for his well-being, and take the absence of tidings as a good sign, as I do with our friends in the first.
Ysayle? Sorry. Why did I say Ysayle? She is totally not a Ysayle.
No!
LSA. Well, things are quiet. I think I'll move my body around some more. I need to get used to new tricks I learned on the first. To that end, I'll round up Jorge and his crew for a spot of sparring. Oh, Grahatia too. In my capacity as his senior, I'm obliged to train him as well.
Graha, run.
Run very far. Cryle? I'm told Raha has shed some of the tension he had as the Crystal Exarch. If you ask me, he's more relaxed than he's ever been. Why, the Raha of old would leap down from high places just to make a dramatic appearance. Something someone did in some epic or other, and Alphino wasn't so different. Still, I'm glad to have them back safe and sound. Boyish insecurities and all. Tataru? Everyone likes the new garments I prepared for them. The time I spent polishing my skills wasn't in vain. In case you're wondering, Grahatia's is an outfit suited for traveling, while his weapon used to be part of the Crystal Tower as a focus. Brilliant, right? Now, yes. I know we probably shouldn't go around chipping bits off elegant relics, but it was just one little piece.
Don't worry, the tower's still in better shape here than it is on the first.
Efime? If you're looking for Isildari and Alain, they're off to Doma to visit Home. In his entire time with us, I don't think I've ever seen Isildari so alive as when he set out.
Very good.
You go, old man Isildari!
Wow.
Oh god, they're at it again! Clements. The Archons have scarcely returned, and my sister is at it again. However this plays out, I pity the newcomer. Colpane?
When I was tasked with holding the fort, the silence of the place was unnerving at times. Strange to say that it is amidst the ceaseless clamor that I feel most at peace.
Ochre Boulder?
Hear, hear, brother. If Grahatia is skilled in all forms of combat, as they say, we must train hard if we're to keep up.
Jorge?
Not only have the Archons returned to us, but a capable new comrade has joined the fold besides. Their presence shall inspire us to ever greater heights.
Enor? They're smitten with the newcomer, both of them. I won't let him come between us. Humph! If he were to join us, on the other hand, Enor!
Oh, yeah.
Get your... out of your... never mind.
Not going to happen.
She is such a rotten girl.
Yes.
And I am just going to check...
In the solar?
In the solar.
And maybe in the hospital ward?
Unu Kalhai, is he going to say something different?
Doesn't look like it.
No, he does not. Fair. Because he's going to come important later. I just know it.
Okay. No, I think that's normal.
And I think the other places closed off to us. No,
there's
it's
still
not.
a light over there. Yeah.
Ah.
Give me a minute.
We have a completely new area.
Yeah.
Yes, he will, Foxfire. If you've actually dealt with him in the trust system, he can produce a magic shield and sword of light to effectively become a paladin. He is a capable black mage, and he is a capable white mage.
Yeah.
As far as I know, unless they do something with the trust incoming, none of the others possess as multi-skills. They do have multi-skills, like Orange is supposed to be a thaumaturge. Yushtola initially starts off as a conjurer, and of course Thancred starts off as a rogue. He says it's a bard, it's a rogue.
Yes.
But as of this expansion, they switched classes and actually grew up and got good jobs, but we haven't seen them switch back. Where Grahatia, i.e. Crystal Grandpa, could flip on the fly as needed with what the party makeup needed. It's actually kind of neat. Thancred?
Well, though only a short time has passed in the source, for me it has been several long years. 'Tis passing strange to see how little has changed here in the Rising Stones. Sometimes I can't help but feel as if I'm dreaming. Then I see the equipment Tataru prepared for us, and it helps to bring me back to reality. Reen continues her fight in the first, and I must resume my own here.
I've got a feeling we'll see Reen again.
Oh, we certainly will.
Ishtola? As you know, the Seeker of the Sun culture, a title Tia indicates a male who does not preside over a territory. In regards to this, Alphino came with me with a consultation. This Crystarium might not be a territory in the traditional sense. He said our friend governed it with great leadership nonetheless. As such, would it be inappropriate to call him Tia?
Mm-hmm.
As it is by no means disrespectful to omit the title, I told Alphino that he is free to do so if he wishes, but I for one will call him by his full name, at least until he has decided on what he wants for himself in his new life. Yeah, a male Makoti Sunseeker who has claimed a territory and a harem is called a Noon.
Right.
Oriange?
By thine account, the 14th seat of the convocation was known as Azam. At the title's distinctly familiar ring, mine imagination could not fail but run wild. From Azema, the Warden, to Eorzea, to Azam, the Dawnfather, in the far east, in nigh every corner of Heidelin, do those deities revered as personifications of the sun share like names. Could they all perhaps trace their origin to the 14th seat? I did muse. Though it may ne'er be proven or otherwise, such a theory, I do believe, lieth firmly within the realm of possibility.
I think that is highly likely given the sign of his soulstone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we can actually now come back here. Before this was always blocked off to us.
Yep, no entry. Okay. Graha?
As soon as I load in.
Oh dear.
Okay, Graha.
Ah, you're back. Tell me, Rylea, Thayrin, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier? In my tone and mannerism? No, not at all. I thought it better to be familiar than formal if we were to be comrades. But now I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings. Yes, that will do.
I'm just going to reach out and do an LSA finger flick to his forehead.
Yeah. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it was easier when I had a mission that consumed my every waking moment. It provided me with a focus, a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I'd quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet if all I did was bend the bow, I would be of limited use to you on your adventures. So I shall persevere.
That's right, he was originally an archer.
Yeah. Whoever I might have been before, I am now a scion, and an inexperienced scion at that. A green initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause. That he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration.
Aww.
Grahatia is now available as
a trust companion. Nice! So they give it to him and it's out of the gate.
The question is he level 70 or 80?
Oh god, I'm gonna have to level him, aren't I?
I'm going to have to level him.
Shepherd to the Stars.
That's the title?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, then. And everyone will note in the corner, main scenario quest to be continued. Dun dun dun! In the normal course of things, 3 months.
Yeah, if they keep on that. Checking with Graha.
If they get back on that schedule. I suppose we ought to stay and take stock of the situation. By forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, we have unwritten history. The future now lies beyond my ken. None can say what awaits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we can overcome all trials. We have always done so, have we not?
Oh god.
Yes, can we show him the wind-up mistle?
Yes, show him the wind-up mistle.
On the first.
Hello, Angi. Oh god.
Well, now, I have my suspicions as to what this is about, but would you be so good as to confirm them for me?
You know this is not the first time we've done this.
No. Earlier you can show him a wind-up Grahatia from, younger days. Just as I thought. They went ahead with it after all. The artisans of the mean had come to me with a proposal, you see. In celebration of the knight's return, they asked how I wished to be commemorated. On a coin, or as an automaton? Neither, I replied, for all the good it did. They knew I would be embarrassed. It makes no difference what name they give it. Yet still they did it.
You know it's because they love you.
A right stubborn lot they are, as befits the people of the Crystarium. They shall be just fine without me, and Lena may rest assured I do not worry for them. Nevertheless, I shall never cease to pray for their happiness. No longer am I leader of a nation. Whatever power and influence I may have wielded, I left it behind as surely as I left my body. But everything I have ever felt and experienced, all of these things and more I have brought with me. You have brought for me. And I shall carry them close to my heart always, unto the end of my days.
You know, I think he's got a unique hairstyle.
So? Doesn't he deserve one?
It also means he'll probably show up about a year from now.
Yeah, well. Okay, let's check how he fares of late.
How do you fare of late?
Do you mean since I reawakened in this body? The hunger being par for the course, I have no complaints. All appears to be well. Though my memories straddle the lives I have lived, there are no contradicting fragments which cause me confusion. Yet by the same token, 'tis a strange feeling to be possessed of my young body again. Even accounting for the crystallization, I do not recall ever being so light and spry. As for my soul, Y'shtola assures me it is similar to yours. That is to say, it is somewhat denser than others, but otherwise normal. On the face of it, it appears to make sense, but I couldn't help but consider the differences between your circumstance and mine. You, of course, merged with Ardbert, and as similar as your souls may have been, the fact is you were different people. Thus did your soul gain in density. This is another matter. Given what we know of the soul, that you possessed distinct memories should have rendered the process more complicated. Though I but theorize, perhaps your strong and shared desire to do so made it possible. In contrast, I simply merged with myself. Whatever additional experiences the older me may have had, my fundamental existence remained unchanged. Mind you, that's not to say I hadn't improved. Far from it. At any rate, when our souls combined, it shouldn't have been a process of augmentation, but rather, shall we say, attunement. It seems somewhat strange that my soul has become denser. Or this could be the result of having undergone another rejoining. If so, it would serve as proof of a future that many fought and died to prevent. Lest we forget, my friend. Lest we forget.
And I really need to talk to Wedge. I have some complaints about his royal master. Checking in with Taro?
What kind of complaints would you have?
Okay, about the same.
Yep.
Oh, the fact that they tried to broil me alive several times. Okay, we are done with MSQ for now.
Yeah, that went a little faster than I thought it might.
It still was a fair chunk of time.
Oh, good lord, yes.
Is Action still on, or did he bail?
How would I know?
You can check guild?
Maybe?
Maybe?
I'm done loading.
Oh, right. That would help, yeah. So, we've got a little over half an hour. We have a couple of choices. We can try and do maps, but that has gotten a lot squirrelier because they've actually raised one of the map levels.
Oh dear.
Yeah. We can start in on the unlock for Puppet's Bunker.
That was one of my thoughts. We do not have an action. We are actionless.
That is
have some salt and some Mira.
That is okay. Still, it's kind of sad that Graha won't be able to talk to Lena anymore, unless we find a way to... Oops.
He managed it once. I think he'll manage it again. Just give him some time. Oh, right. Actually... Let's see, that is Gladiator. Let me double check these items. I'm still carrying them around from the other night. Yeah, those are all 480.
Yeah, the dungeon drop 475.
55. Oh, I'm still on a 445 necklace.
Well, there then.
Big crown thingy. So I need to pull that out. And yeah, that gets me from 472 to 475 average. And let me guess, that was... Yep, that was a 6. Okay, what does this thing want? Do you have a tenacity 8?
Tenacity 8. Yes, I do.
I need 1, please.
1 tenacity 8 coming up.
know that the Archer piece was not going to match. Meld. Yeah, and that takes it straight up to 200. Which is the max on it. Okay, 3 points of Paladin gained.
Not shabby.
Mm-hmm.
Heading up to the bell.
Yeah. I have stuff to desynth and get rid of.
Yeah, I miss this suit. Husbando would be proud of me. Though I'll probably go ahead and dye it. I'm just debating whether I actually want to put the turban on or not.
Hmm.
And in the meantime... Of course, these gloves totally do not, and boots totally do not go with it.
They never do.
What does this want for melding? Wants a little bit of crit, which I am currently out of. Poo.
Yeah.
We'll go. What's the other one?
That's a popular one.
Piety. I've got lots of piety. Probably the rest would go into crit, which I'm currently short of. So, poo. Just deal with that for now.
And is there an actual merchant to merchant here? Independent merchant, that should do.
Yep.
Here, take these Night World silver pieces. Yeah, I know you don't recognize them, but hey, they're still silver, right? They're collector's items. They're the only 6 like it in the world, most likely.
No, there's a lot more out there.
Have you been selling Night World silver pieces here?
Maybe. So, folks, turban on or turban off?
And back in a minute. Water.
And actually... Interesting, it goes to copper instead of gold. Leave it black and silver for now. So, actually, I can ask Mira. Mira would know.
What, you're asking Mira turban on, turban off?
No, hush you.
What? I know how important these questions are.
Oh, come on. We need to head back to the first. At least tell people that everything worked out okay.
Yeah.
Though I was very disappointed. I was kind of somewhat predicting that we'd get back to the source and find that Alice and Alphino had finally gone through their growth spurt.
Yeah. I knew that wasn't going to be the case when we saw them in the hospital bits earlier in the chain.
I know. I was kind of disappointed. It's like, come on, they're kind of getting to that age where one day they're small and cute, and the next day they're Elysian beanpoles.
Well, for all we know, it doesn't work that way with Elysian. Maybe they just, grow an inch in a decade or something.
Now, apparently, from the lore, Elysian go through the growth spurt at about the age of 2022. They are supposed to be slightly longer lived than most of the other races.
And no one is here, not even Bekluk.
And you might want to go Bard again.
I might.
Fine, be that way.
Oh, no. I'm just trying to figure out if I want to get going. If I want to be Bard or Red Mage for this.
Ah. Oh, that was one thing I wanted to note. Tells you something.
Uh-oh.
Xenos' sword that he initially got in Yanzia during one of the fights there. I know that sword well.
Oh dear. Is he borrowing your sword?
Pretty close to. It is actually slightly different. I thought the hilt was similar, but it's not. But it's pretty dang close.
Ushikiri, which is the current relic. Right.
Yes.
So he got himself a relic sword. Lovely.
Yes.
Especially when you consider where that relic's coming from.
Well. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to check real quick. And I was heading the wrong way for Calusia. My bad. I know, I'm just going in circles. The MSQ has released me! I'm directionless.
That's your excuse.
It's not like you haven't pulled it on me.
No, that was just when they got rid of the ropes at Boulangerie. Make sure you can actually hit your room again.
Manager Suites, is my room okay?
Yep.
I'm going to retire to my room.
Really?
Oh, hold on.
Are you that so insecure about your room?
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
What?
Look who we have here.
What? Where's that from?
Mr. Schubel, who has shown up occasionally throughout Shadowbringers, usually pointing the direction that we need to go in.
I've never seen him.
Yes, you have. But he is so rare, you've forgotten it.
No?
I think he's an aspect of Emmett.
I don't remember ever seeing that model before.
Yes. Yes, you have. And every time you see him, it's like, where did this come from?
No.
My current theory... Come along.
I'm coming along.
Yeah. Is that the soul that merged with Grahatia was Elidibus's. It's the best trap.
Think it's more likely his final idea.
We shall see. And I'm going the wrong way again. Dang, nabbit! We'll get to Tamara! Really, we will? Actually, we're going to Cormora, but hey.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We still also have the Moonfire Fair happening.
Oh, yeah. Been so busy, we haven't had time to celebrate.
Gotta get our smexy luau skirts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, could we take a Amaro out to Colusia, please?
There we go. Gala
Up the
Kitten
brake
has
kit.
been wanting attention lately.
Oh, he does that. Yeah, there's that blue bang we've been looking for. Interesting, and then... Okay, that must be for the new beast tribe. It's dwarfen time.
Oh dear. Where is that one?
Down in right.
Okay.
Oh, hello, Mr.
Hardly
Dig Site
red.
Chief. Have the twins been giving you trouble again? Don't answer that. We already know it.
We can rebuild her.
Oh,
The
God.
Dig Site Chief would have you be an active participant in Comora's carnival. That. Amusement park orchestration role. I'm not sure I trust this music. Lolly, I knew you'd be here sooner or later, ho! You remember the carnival I told you about, don't you?
Yeah, we do.
We finished preparing, which means it's nearly time to open celebrations with the unfurling of the banners. But first, we'll need an officially sanctioned bearer to present said banners to 3 of our people. And why not let you do the honors? Others are clamoring for the task, make no mistake. It's an important and highly coveted duty, you understand. But I couldn't deprive you of this opportunity to experience GOG culture hands-on. Consider it a thank you for keeping Anog and Kunog from blowing themselves up. And look sharp, we haven't got all day.
You know, that was a trick, keeping them from blowing themselves up.
Yes. I'm surprised we lived through this.
Yes. I am too. Eccentric villager. Who my guess is female. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So the roll of bear went to an outsider after all. Nothing you can't handle, I hope. Yeah, I have a carnival banner.
Carnival banner. This traditional decoration for Kamara's annual celebration features an equally traditional Gog pattern rendered in 4 colors. Ooh, 4-color printing.
It's not that I think the chief made a poor choice, mind. Bit of a waste, yes, but there's no better way for you to introduce yourself to the rest of the village. And wouldn't you know it, you're not so bad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, that was downright friendly for one of these.
Yeah. Excitable villager. Oh, paranoid miner. Oh dear.
Yeah. Which do you think?
Your turn.
Okay. You'll be the bearer. Well, hand it over. This is what we've all been waiting for. The colors of Kamra. They speak of our village, our lives, our very souls. Except this one. Never really cared for this one. Looks like it tripped halfway through the journey from beige to yellow and fell in a ditch.
Oh god, I love the dwarves. Just a second. Paranoid miner.
Did you find anything in those tunnels? Riches? Untapped veins? The chief won't tell me anything. I'll bet you discovered a whole new type of ore, and the 2 of you are planning to keep it all to yourselves. It's a conspiracy. I am on to you.
Dwarves. Proud miner.
Okay. Did you hear that commotion from the ruins? Sounded like Thole work to me. Probably trying to get their clumsy hands on whatever treasure's in there. Never were subtle, those Tholes, unless that's what they wanted us to think, and they're sneaking into the ruins through another entrance as we speak. Oh, if I'm right, someone's about to get a boot so far up there.
You can stop right there. Mrs. Dig Sight Chief. You're a traveler, aren't you? Word's traveling around the village. Which is to say, I can hear just about everything from here.
Yeah.
I'd love to see more of the world myself, but the husband does take his work seriously. He feels responsible for the miners, you know?
As her.
Okay, we'll pause, but I do want... Okay, we start with the eccentric.
Yeah, we've gone through these before. It's just been 6 months.
Earnest villager.
Time already, is it? Oh, my hands are so sweaty. Do take care now. I'd hate to be the one that drops the banner. Whew, well done. Let's share a drink once it's safely unfurled, eh? The carnival is our way of showing appreciation for each other, and I certainly appreciate you keeping this banner from slipping away like a greased eel. Really?
I think he's been drinking too much again. But then again, he is a dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay, Chief, we did what you said.
Finished, have you? Hopefully speaking with those folks helped impress upon you that this wasn't just some menial errand anyone could have done. No, the slightest mishap in the banner delivery process would have spelled disaster, you hear? Now, without further ado, let the carnival begin.
Oh dear. Well, it definitely looks more festive.
Just wrong. Dang it, now I'm hungry.
Oh dear. Dwarves.
No need to stand there waiting for someone to give you more work to do. Go and witness the fruits of our labors. Revel, frolic, etc. If you need a task that badly, you can set yourself to working up an appetite. I expect you to partake heartily of our traditional cuisine, not to mention the drinks.
Yeah, that won't be a problem.
I thought the drinks was your traditional cuisine. Okay, I'm trying to remember which one is which.
Konog is the male, Anog is the female.
Don't spare me these menial tasks. If I see one more streamer...
Why, if it isn't Thayrin and Rylea, have run absolutely ragged with tedious carnival duties, no doubt.
No doubt.
Maybe?
It is indeed my solemn duty to eat my weight in carnival food.
Yes. Yes, it is. Eating? Are you mad? There's no time for that. We've got the key to activity.
Activate. Yes.
All of this festival nonsense has been an unnecessary distraction, but Konog and I did manage to make some real progress while the chief wasn't looking. If you want the details and you know what you do, you'll have to meet us at the usual place. The last thing we need is for half the village drunkenly eavesdropping.
I'll do that anyway.
But can I eat my body weight in carnival food first?
Mm-hmm. That cheese looked good.
Cheese.
They were a little short on fish, though.
Could be gobby cheese. Haven't had gobby cheese in quite some time. Okay, to be fair, gobby cheese is kind of a learned delicacy. Man, that's a lot of food.
Yeah.
Gum.
Lolly-ho! So what are you supposed to be? Some kind of traveler? Well, at least you ain't a foal.
Interesting that they gave us a new kind of...
Yeah, they keep doing that.
But let's go check in on the twins before they explode something.
Blow something up.
You know
Interesting music we've switched to. And here's half the village ready to eavesdrop.
Including Dexter. Wow, how'd he get here?
P.
She's not going to say anything. Yep, she is
Still
out of juice.
Pod? Nothing.
K-Nog?
We haven't even got to the part where Anog and I argue yet, and I'm already knackered.
Anog? There you are. Let's review our work, shall we? Doubtless you've forgotten some significant detail.
Admittedly, it has been 6 months. Actually, 9 months for this.
As hopefully even you will recall, we required a source of energy to restore functionality to the so-called key 2P told us about. We attained the source in the form of a knockered crystalline carapace, though the transference of energy from the crystal to key proved a challenge. Nothing that Konag and I, in my infinite wisdom, could not handle, however. You'll find your faith in us rewarded. The key is now fully powered and, as far as I can tell, functional, so I dare say we'll soon be capable of smiting our enemies with a press of the button. Or...
Just what you two need.
Or we would be, if we had the first clue on how to operate the blasted thing.
Indeed. It seems the key is a more complicated device than we anticipated. Thus far, we have succeeded only in making it display a series of strange glyphs. We presented these to the pod for translation, of course, but we cannot make heads or tails of its terminology, no matter how many times we prompt it to explain. The androids appear to have an intuitive, or at least finely honed, grasp of technology, so I have no doubt that 2P would know, but...
She's no sign of miraculously awakened, that's for certain. You, Pod, can 2B be revived?
Analyzing android repair sequence. Error detected. Confirming details. Damage to internal mechanism detected. Proposal. Replace the damaged part. So if the replacement part repair is possible, I dare say facilitating that process would prove more efficient than continuing our own fruitless experimentation with the key.
I would hardly call wandering the factory for days on end with the barest idea of what part we're looking for efficient. So, unless our friend here just happens to stumble upon a room filled with android corpses ripe for the harvesting.
About that.
Oh.
You remember that one room?
Yeah, the corpse room. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Odd, but super relative. You would take us there at once. We'll bring the pod too. It can tell us if any of the androids still have the part we need. Onwards!
Oh dear.
God, that room was creepy as AF.
Yeah.
And they're going to make us pop into a solo duty, aren't they? Factory entrance.
Yep. Yeah, it shouldn't be a duty. Remember, we got to explore the place on our own at one point. This is just more of that.
Welcome to the copy factory.
Somehow hidden on the other side of the mountain that nobody goes past.
Well, it is kind of in a canyon, and, well...
We have flying mounts. They have airship travel.
Don't think too hard, you might strain a lobe.
Aww. This place is somehow more peaceful than I recall it being when I'm usually in here.
That's one way of putting it. Normally it's bullet hell.
Yes.
And I remember we did find all the collectibles in here, right?
I seem to remember so, yes. Took a little bit of doing, but we did do it. Or else we would have come back here another, like, half dozen times to do it.
Yeah. I need to do that with Yoda. I just haven't had the time.
Okay. We're not
Okay,
there
Nog?
yet, but I've... Mm-hmm. Not that I'm eager to take apart an android, but how do we do that? Tactical support units are authorized to recover android parts and carry out replacement and repair operations.
In other words, the pod can do it.
Yep. And Og?
A look inside the androids and a giant step towards our ultimate goal. By the by, where are we going?
Deeper in.
Not that much
Not much
farther.
deeper in. Yeah, that's right. There's a little area that is technically not on the map. Yeah, this place is creepy as heck.
Yeah, this is the corpse room.
You'll note we are off the official map.
Destination.
Yeah, I'm looking at all the corpses. With the chat mode and say, use your keyboard or software keyboard to enter any phrase containing analog to attract the easily distracted dwarf's attention.
Over here, is it? Konog! Pod! Stop dallying! How disturbing.
The color of their garb is different, but they do appear to be of the same make as 2P.
Which means, ghoulish or not, we can make use of them. This is truly excellent, Konog.
My understanding is that Pod should be able to salvage the correct part and initiate repairs. Let's see. Right then.
And we're back here. Konog?
The more we learn about the android's technology, the more fascinating and unnerving it becomes. Who could possibly have created this?
I see what you did there, Foxfire. Well, Pod.
Part compatibility confirmed.
And Adog? We must instruct it every single time. Go on, Pod. Fix 2P. Did it work? Welcome back to the land of the living, our Automata friend.
do.
Now remember, while this dungeon is from Nier Automata, 2P is not. 2P is from, like, Mortal Kombat?
No, she's from Nier Automata. Whatever. The main character is 2B, and then if you're in, like, some form of versus mode, maybe it's from... it's from, that's right, it's actually from, what's the name of it?
Maybe Soul Calibur?
No. Nintendo fighting game. Cross property.
Oh, Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah. She's in there, and then there's an alternate color for her in case you have a second player version who is white instead of black costume. And she's just known as 2B in there too, but everyone nicknamed her 2P.
Yeah. So, we're playing with the Super Smash Brothers version.
Yeah.
Konog?
I hope that perk replacement won't result in memory loss. You have too many unanswered questions.
Odd?
Repair process complete.
2B. Restore the... What was I saying?
Heck, if I remember, it's been 9 months.
Anog?
Everything you know is wrong. The glee in Anog's eyes at the sight of 2P's awakening could only be born of keen self-interest. It would not be wise to keep her waiting.
Sweet success! Let's not waste any more time on it. 2P, do you remember what happened? I was damaged in combat and you brought me here. And then you went wildly inconvenienced us by dying on the table. Yes. Fortunately for you, we were clever enough to pick up this pod here, and by the fact we're having this conversation, I assume it succeeded in repairing the damage. I see. Did you locate the key as instructed? Despite how little information we had to go on, we did. It's fully operational, and as far as I can tell, so can you use it?
Translation, can you blow things up with it?
What? An earthquake? Everyone outside, now!
You can't tell me the timing is coincidence.
Oh no.
I hope you had your fill of the food because I don't think there's going to be any left.
Damn it! I wanted some of the cheese. The mountain! What happened to the mountain? This isn't...
Anog, look! Uh-huh. Oh dear, have I brought a rapier to a katana fight?
I think you have. 2B, no! There are too many of... Worried for me? Do not.
Okay.
What's the meaning of this? It means that your assistance is no longer necessary. Oh crap, did she just turn on us?
Huh. Oh. No.
Have your way then. See this world to its end.
No, we've already saved it once, thank you. I know I worried, but I thought she was our friend.
And who are you? You first.
Dang it, I'm not sure. Problem is I can't really extend that to the snark I'd want to go for.
Uh-huh.
Is her dress about to turn white? Because if so, I have some good dye.
Just go with the other.
You first.
I am Yohara number 2 Type B unit, but you may call me 2B. I am here to destroy the androids in light.
We can discuss this later. Right now, we've got to stop 2P. And there we go.
And we will do that tomorrow.
We're certainly not doing it tonight.
No.
It'd go well past midnight.
Yeah, and I predict that we're going to be in there for a while as everybody and their brother is dying their way through the dungeon.
Including us.
Yeah.
Maybe especially me.
Checking really quick, Konog.
We've made a fine mess of things, to be sure. That is hardly the first time. Nothing for it but to fix it.
Anog? What have I done? 2P?
And
2B? Careful, they may intend for us to follow.
yeah, probably. Don't worry. We can handle that. Mostly.
Okay, folks, let's get ourselves to Yulmore.
Yes.
The Chives will no doubtedly want us to have some tea.
And will be very happy to see us.
Nice, Ongi.
Okay.
When I turned 40 years old, my best friend gave me a UB40 album. When he turned 40, I sent him a U2 album.
Okay. I know the second reference.
They're both bands. That's okay. We understand your lack of musicness. Thank you all very much for coming. I'm sorry this went so overtime as it did, but we got a lot of stuff done. And I'm actually showing it as 11:14 as opposed to midnight.
No, I was saying if we went in there, we'd be in there past midnight.
Oh gosh, yes, yeah. Well, way past midnight. I expect that thing, at least starting out until people really grok the mechanics, to be about 2 hours. Normally an Alliance is about an hour-ish, less if you're in labs. But everyone's still figuring out the mechanics, and while it's kind of known and the guides are already out for it,
worse.
Let's be honest, it's a lot of recon by death at this point for the entire server world, not just us.
A lot of recon by death from bullet hell.
Yeah. And I think us delivering a personal message to the Chais that Alpha No is safe and sound would be heartwarming.
Yes.
But we can do that later. I think it's time for a stiff drink.
Fine.
You guys have a great evening. Sorry no Heaven on High tonight. We'll probably try and stream tomorrow afternoon. Probably 4-ish, maybe 5-ish. We kind of got started late today, but hopefully we can do better tomorrow. Today's been a whole day of late starts. Thank you all very much for coming. You guys be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep.
Yes, everyone have a great evening.
But no matter what, we will do the Bun Buns on time at 9:30 Pacific.